peppers. And the basil is still coming up strong. And we have cucumbers.
You ate my only Gaillardia flower. I'm not happy about that, ma'am. Why are you doing that? You little brat. I am not going to be able to sit here and let you do that. Or am I? I love bunny rabbits. Look how cute it is. You're such a brat. Oh, look at you. Okay. Can't you go eat something else? Guess it's tasty. Okay, y'all. It's actually the next day. And I did haul some mulch, but I completely forgot to take you with me like I said I was going to. So I'm going to today show you how I get the mulch from, this is our driveway. So the front of our house, all the way down to the bottom of my garden. So they brought this load yesterday and put it on top of what I had before. This is clearly a pine tree. They actually left like a piece of the stump so I would know what kind of tree it was that was in this pile. And this is being used for my walkways. So pine is very acidic. So if you had plants that are not acidic loving, you would not want to mulch your garden beds with this. But the walkways, it'll be just fine. So now I'm going to fill this wheelbarrow full, and then I'm going to take you along the route and show you the tremendous amount of work that I have to do. But it's okay. I'm fine with it. I enjoy it. So I was able to get from the back of that row up to where you see the cardboard. That's where I started today. That's 3 loads I've done so far today. So I'm not laying cardboard right here off the walkway because the cardboard is kind of sloped here, and I don't want to step off this step in the cardboard that's underneath the mulch. It does eventually break down. As you can see, there's a chunk of what was from before, but then we built these steps And that's why there's some shale and stuff here. But I'm just going to mulch here. There's nothing really that grows. But I think it'll be safer just to have a light layer of mulch here as opposed to cardboard, because if it doesn't rain and mat down the cardboard can like slip underneath your feet and I bust my butt, and I don't want to do that. It's happened before. That's why I know don't put cardboard here or over in front of the other either. It's not as sloped, so I don't think it'd be as big of a deal, but I'm still not going to do it. There's not like a whole lot of vegetation. Clearly, I do a good job at weeding because there's really not a whole lot of weeds happening in my walkways, but still, like I said, worms love cardboard. So I'm putting the cardboard down mostly just to create more good soil. All right, back up the hill we go. Do it all over again. Okay, so I've got my wheelbarrow loaded up, and I just looked up to see if sweet potato slips like acidic soil. So since I've got the pine tree, they do. Squash don't, I don't think. So I'm going to end the mulching of around these, right there where the sweet potato slips end. So sweet potato slips will kind of cover like this area once they get going. They are just struggling to get going this year. I don't know why, but when they do, they go. And another thing, deer don't like strong scents, from what I've heard. But this is very strong scented. So deer will eat your sweet potato slips. I did have a couple that got munched on, but not too bad. But hopefully mulching them will help even further with keeping any animals that want to munch on them away. Good morning, everyone. So today is Saturday, I think June 16th. I'm not sure. But we are over at Materville. We had one heck of a storm last night. I mean, in my neighborhood, there was like bits and pieces of trees all over the roadways. So it ripped through real fast and doused my gardens. Oh, look at that. Taller than me now. And I just tied it up. Was it Monday or Tuesday after work? Goodness gracious. Some of them are just explosive with growth. I can't keep up with tying them up. I'm trying my best, but goodness, they are just, some of them are massive, and my pruning has just been non-existent except for the bottom leaves and any disease stuff. Like, I'm gonna work today on just getting rid of all the yucky that I see. As well as I have a couple of clips I need to record. I'm doing this series where I kind of highlight like 10 to 15 different plants and just show you how they're growing and what they look like and what the fruits look like and that. I think it'll be helpful for me in the future, considering a lot of times I only grow something once. But yeah, so that is on the agenda, as well as goodness, Pepperville is looking good. Let's have a little look-see at that. As well as I need to finish mulching all around the outside. I'm going to try to finish the outside of it today. And then I need to do the inside too, depending on how much mulch I have left in cardboard. But I also want to finish moving all the dirt that's over there. I need to get this stuff out of the yard. But yeah, Lots to do. Oh my goodness, look at these adorable pepper plants. I have yet to do a pepper tour, and these I think at this point I don't know if I'll even be able to, because as you can see, the containers have been messed about, blown around. The tags, I got to get better with tagging the actual plant like I did the tomatoes this year. I'm gonna need to do that for Pepperville next year. I was just in such a hurry to get things in the ground and to try to get actual Pepperville built. So next year I won't have that I'll have to do, because it'll all already be established, because I had to, you know, put the beds in, mulch all around it, put the fence up, all that stuff, and all that stuff is done now. So I'll have time to kind of try to focus on being more organized. I did with tomatoes this year. I'm proud of myself for that, but now I need to try to do it for peppers, because there's probably going to be stuff that I harvest and I don't remember what it is. So I can't save seeds for it if I don't know what it is. But my hope is today to be here at least 4 hours. I brought myself a snack, maybe 5 hours if I can. It's supposed to get pretty hot. Not as hot as tomorrow, so that's why I wanted to get over here and do that, because this stays in the sun a lot longer than the garden at my house. So I hear a woodpecker. And there's like a woodpecker that lives near here, and an owl. I can hear an owl in the evenings when I come here after work. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna get to work on all the things that I need to do here at Materville/Pepperville. Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday. I don't know what day it is. I know it's Sunday because I have to work tomorrow. But I was at Materville yesterday. Was recording my last clip, and then I was so tired I forgot that I needed to record like a finishing clip while I was over there. I'm going to maybe try to get over there again today. As you can see, I'm here in my garden now, but I did come back here. I think I spent 4.5 hours, yes, 4.5 hours at Materville, and I did mulch all the way around the outside. That was all I did for those 4.5 hours. I did stop and have like a little snack for about a half an hour, scroll through Facebook. But then I came back here, had a proper meal, and then I continued to mulch here. My goal today is to finish mulching here. So I have this patch here. And then the rest of this row. And then to finish around my potato patch here. So if I can get this done in a timely fashion, I think I'll head over to Materville to try to move the rest of the dirt that's left there in a pile. I still need to mulch. I have barely any mulch left, and I still need to mulch the beds of Pepperville, and I need to mulch the walkways of Materville. So I'm gonna have to get another load. So I'm gonna contact the tree company that I usually get the big loads of mulch from and see if I can get one dropped off. Because my goal was to have all the mulching of both my gardens done by next weekend. So I hope they can bring me a load, and then Thursday, Friday, I can just mulch Pepperville and Materville and get that done. And then I can kind of take a breather for a bit with hauling wheelbarrows full of stuff. So that's the plan for today, and I will show you if I get this finished. Oh, before I get to mulching, I want to show you this. This could be my cucumber year, because I've been doing really well. On days when it doesn't rain, I water. I've been watering my cucumber plants. So look, this might be the year I actually get cucumbers. There's one right there. Boy, they're super prickly. Which variety is this? This is supposed to be Silver Slicer. I sure hope it is Silver Slicer, because I've been wanting to try a Silver Slicer. Jess from Roots and Refuge talks up how wonderful this variety is, how it doesn't get like yucky if it gets a little bit overdone, overcooked, you know what I mean? Yeah, the plants are looking a lot better now that they've gotten past the seedling stage, because I always have an issue with cucumber beetles. they just take out my plants. So, but I think we're past that stage. As well as I've got a couple over here. This is miniature white. So, you know, got some flowers all over it. So hopefully, and then I've got my Mexican sour gherkins that are about to explode. If you can get them past like this stage right here, they're gonna just take off, I think. And the last of my cucumbers, I have some silver slicers up top that are doing good too. I've been watering them as well. But then I've got, look at this. This is miniature white again, and I have them little tiny white kooks. There's one on this plant and one on this plant. I'm not sure the size that they get, but they're miniature, so I'm guessing they don't get probably about the same size as like a silver slicer, maybe a little smaller. So, and then I've got some gorgeous cosmos in front of that. Oh, I love the foliage on cosmos. Gosh, it's just so beautiful. And a pretty flower.